No? I mean, I can sing, but you don't want that. In our faith, as I'm looking around today, I remember something that came hard at me a few days ago. God tells us that all the creation are the children of God, and the most beloved to God are the most beneficial to His creation. The most important part in that sentence, when I'm looking at it, is a period at the end. There are no conditions, no speculations. We are empowered with one purpose, to serve God's creation. The second thing that comes to me as well, there's a verse or hadith from the Prophet ﷺ. He says, I was sent to you but to perfect or give purpose to the best of morality. So I want you to think about it neutrally for a second. The foundation of the faith here is morality. You can't claim having any faith without having morals. And I know that's a tough question for some people who claim faith but don't have morals. And people who have morals but they don't have faith. It's a balance that we look around every day and we see it in our daily life. And it makes us people who follow a certain faith very confused. Like, is that person good or bad? They're not Christians. They're not Muslims. They're not Jews. So are they good or are they bad? It's none of your business. It's none of your business. So as I develop my personality, as I evolve from what I used to be 10, 20 years ago, a good example comes to mind, and I'm going to share it with you, and it's kind of funny in a way, that when someone asks you who's right and who's wrong, is a Christian right, is a Muslim right, who's going to hell, who's going to heaven? I have 5 kids, and I heard this from a good scholar that I love. One of my children is doing something wrong. And I go to that child and I say, you're grounded, you did something wrong. And the older child comes up, yeah, if you did something wrong, you're going to be grounded. Now I'm leading that child, like, what? It's none of your business. What are you talking about? It's not your job. God is the Father, we are the children in our prospect of things. And it's not our job to judge each other. Based on that foundation, if we look at it that way, it would enable us all in this room, with all the differences we have in how we view life, to work together because we all view kindness, giving, and love in the same way. That's what enables us to put our hands together to do good in the community. And trust me, from my personal small tiny experience in comparison to most of you in this room, that can go a long way. A long way. Look at the refugee work we're doing. Melissa, my sister, she joined us. She's Christian, she's faithful. I'm a Muslim and faithful. She's leading our refugee work. And some people from each side of the house are like, nah, we're not going to help you. I said, yeah, go. Don't help us. God will send someone better. And He does. Because kindness, love, and charity is your responsibility as a person of faith or no faith. Others' position in hell or fire is none of your business. Your business is yourself. There's a verse in the Quran that strikes me hard, and I use it with the youth a whole lot. It says, oh, those who you believe, worry about nobody but yourself. Very simple, very straightforward, very short. Worry about yourself and yourself only. And a lot of this thinking, as we look around this room here today, many of the individuals that I know very, very well that work for a nonprofit in Murfreesboro do not care about being recognized. I know that for a fact. It doesn't matter to them. They don't do it for recognition. But God is, well, it's really good to sit together with people who share the same heart in the same room. That is a purpose by itself. Every once in a while, when you work with nonprofit, besides the fact that your spouse will get mad at you for not seeing you for a week, there is the fact that you get tired. You need the fuel. You need to refuel yourself. And there's no better refuel than sitting with my friend Jason or talking to him for 5 minutes or talking to so-and-so. That refuels you, regardless of all the differences we have. Because, go back to what I started, doing good for others is a responsibility, a privilege that God gave you. When you are seen, when you see an opportunity to do good in the community you live in and you don't grab it, you lose. That good will happen without you. You don't matter. What matters is your own self taking advantage of that opportunity. And that is how a community is built. A community that reaches out for what's good beyond borders, beyond faith, beyond color, beyond our own prejudice. Put our hands together and build what's good. I'm doing something you don't like, don't help. But if you're telling me there's not a single thing Let's Go of Grace is doing that I like, the problem is me, not them. With that being said, as a person who represents an organization, for those of you who don't know us, who don't work with us, we extend a hand of love, extend a hand of care, of kindness, of cooperation to each one of you in this room. We're willing to stand with you and for you. We're willing to work with you on your project to the best of our ability. We can't stretch ourselves thin. This finals, I'm not going to call you back because there's nobody to work with me. So keep that in mind and do the same. We have about an hour and 10 minutes left of this event, and that is intentional. I don't want you to leave after you eat. I want you to leave with a phone number for someone at your table in this room that you didn't know before. Make an effort to go out of your comfort zone to the group that you least know about, that you least like in this room. And I say that with a homie. I know some of us don't like each other. I want you to reach out to that person, to that group, to that organization, and make an effort to find that one thing that you like about what they do, and join them in doing it. That is your challenge. I want you to foster a relationship that you didn't have when you're on table today. When we scrambled the tables, we intentionally made sure to the best of our ability that you guys don't know each other very well. So I want you to give me that favor. Find somebody in this room that you don't know and get to know them. Exchange a number, find a way to work with others that you didn't know before. Reach beyond your comfort zone. If you don't, we'll stay where we're at. In order to progress, we have to change. You have to get to know new people, and that will, as John said, start that love movement. And that love movement is actionable in this case, and that is what changed a community. And I look forward to our community changing to the better more and more and more. Thank you so much for being here. Each one of you here that honored us by his presence, each one of you that honored us by their hosting a table, each one of you that honored us by even a prayer if you could come here. And I want to give a special shout out to the volunteers. You guys did an amazing job. I'm proud of each one of you more than I can possibly express. Thank you so much. Enjoy the meals here shortly and get to know each other. Thank you.